Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up. First, our top story. South Dakota interstates remain closed this morning due to the blizzard that's brought heavy snow and fierce winds to much of the state. Interstate 90 in both directions is closed from Wall to Sioux Falls, while Interstate 29 is closed from Sioux Falls to the North Dakota border. Some state highways were closed overnight as well. Some of the closures could remain in effect for the rest of today. This is what the blizzard looked like in downtown Sioux Falls earlier this morning. The snow was falling sideways due to the strong winds. City plows were out this morning clearing emergency routes. You should avoid any unnecessary travel because of the poor visibility and potentially dangerous conditions. The Qury fire burning in the southern Black Hills has grown to 7,200 acres in size and was 2% contained as of last night. Custer County authorities say no one has been hurt during the fire, but the flames have destroyed homes within the burn area.
About 10 properties have been affected, from minor stuff to garages or sheds, all the way up to some homes being lost. So far, we've spoken with all those property owners and notified them of their losses, and also provided photos for them to make arrangements if they're out of state or just can't get back into the fire burn area currently.
Some of the evacuated residents are being allowed to return to their homes, but they'll need a special pass to show authorities if they're driving on roads that are still closed due to the fire. Police have arrested a suspect in connection with a deadly shooting last summer in Rapid City. 30-year-old Kane Youngman is charged with first-degree murder in the death of Monty Gaken, who died from multiple gunshot wounds inside an apartment back in August. Youngman was arrested Friday. Police say they tied him to the shooting through evidence recovered at the scene, along with forensic testing. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. Let's get right to it. It is a rather messy Sunday out there between the snow and the wind that is continuing to whip around KELOLAND. We'll start in Falls Park, where we are rather windy. North wind at 29 miles per hour. The air temperature 24. So we do have those wind chills in these single digits above zero. Of course, we do have to mention the elephant in the room, the blowing snow that is being observed across a decent portion of not just southeastern KELOLAND, but really the entirety of the area. Meanwhile, there's Aberdeen, 11, north wind at 26 miles per hour up in Brown County. For Pierre, 15, a north wind at 26 miles per hour. Notice the Capitol building in the distance shrouded out there with all that blowing snow moving around. And for Rapid City, 18, a north wind at 24 miles per hour. Visibility not much better out that way as well. So we have teens and 20s. There's the air temperature, and that's honestly kind of the lowest headline that we have over the course of the day today, because we have to watch, among other things, the anemometer. Wind speeds sustained 20 to 30 miles per hour out of the north, and we've seen gusts upward of 40 to 45 miles per hour at times, which is why we have various winter weather headlines in place this morning that will expire at various points of the day and night. We'll go into more detail on that and the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Hundreds of young wrestlers took to the mats Saturday at Washington High School in Sioux Falls. Among them is Vermilion grappler who got the surprise of a lifetime. 11-year-old Zayden Martinson, wearing the gold and black, hadn't seen his mother for a year while she was serving in the Iowa National Guard in southern Syria. The young wrestler had to fight back tears when Mom greeted him at the end of his match.
Very emotional. Haven't seen him since May of last year, so it's been a long time.
Zayden said the reunion with his mom ranks above Christmas and his birthday. An annual storytelling event that brought in students from tribes across the region just wrapped up in Lake Andes. It's called the Waterlily Storytelling Institute, hosted by the Braveheart Society. For 4 days, students and adults alike learned from Native American elders about traditions and culture.
Waterlily is to give identity. Nitue. The first principle of Indian life is, who are you?
It's a big step into healing and, revitalizing the culture to our youth. So I think that's what it means to me, is I get to see it from a whole different perspective, from the source itself, like the roots.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Lauren Solek will take you to Lake Andes to learn about not only this event, but all of the teachings happening within the Braveheart Society. Be sure to watch tonight at 10. The Sioux Empire Sportsman Show wraps up today at the Sioux Falls Convention Center and Arena. The show features the latest in fishing boats, pontoons, tackle, electronics, plus resort and lodge bookings from 10 to 5. Admission is $12 for adults, $4 for children, and free for ages 5 and under. Other events taking place today, weather permitting. You can buy, sell, or trade firearms and other items at the Sioux Falls Gun Show. It's taking place at the Best Western Ramkota Conference Center from 9 to 3. Admission is $5, free for ages 12 and under. The Premier Playhouse's Underground Series presents Head Over Heels, the performance at 2 o'clock at the Icon Event Hall in Sioux Falls. The Spotlight Theater Company presents Cinderella Youth Edition. The performance is at 2 o'clock at the Orpheum Theater Center in Sioux Falls. And it's a big day for men's college basketball on KELOLAND TV. CBS Sports coverage begins at 11 a.m. Central Time with Inside College Basketball. That's followed by the Atlantic 10 Conference Championship game at noon. The Big Ten Championship is at 2:30, and the NCAA Selection Show follows at 5 o'clock. Adam?
Well, here's a look at some snow totals coming in so far as of 8 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Rapid City leading the way at just under 5.5 inches of snow. Areas near Butte, Pierre, and Vivian all at 4 inches, with Fort Pierre also at 4. Milesville, 3 inches of snow. Near Gam Valley, about 2.5. Hamel with 1.8 inches of snow, and then areas near Newell and Reliance at 2 inches apiece. Now, admittedly, getting snow totals is going to be a little bit difficult today, to say the least, because of the blowing snow. So if you do want to try and see how much snow you've received where you are, take several measurements around your yard in an opener area. Take all those measurements, average it out, and then send it to your local National Weather Service Bureau, so that way they can see what you are seeing in your backyard. And really what a lot of people are seeing right now is a lot of wind, not to mention snow as well. Here is satellite and radar. And you can see we have those couple main areas of snow. Round 1 is kind of along I-90 near New Underwood, Box Elder, going up towards Spearfish, and then headed into Butte County. Area number 2 is up to the north and east. You saw the Webster camera at the beginning of KELOLAND on the go. And they're dealing with that windswept snow as well, along with what they're seeing falling up that way. And then area 3 is down to the south and east. Also worth noting, those darker shades of blue, that's some banding that we're seeing. That's moderate to at times heavy snowfall coming down on top of the wind that we are dealing with. So as mentioned before, travel is strongly discouraged. So these are our winter weather headlines. Again, this is as of 8 a.m. Central Time Sunday. The winter weather advisories in purple and winter storm warnings in pink will expire at 1 p.m. Central, noon Mountain Time, as well as those 3 blizzard warnings that you see there for Walworth County, as well as Potter and Sully counties. For the Pierre area, so that is Stanley County, Hughes County, Buffalo County, Lyman County, and Jones County, that blizzard warning is until 4 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. For northeastern KELOLAND, including the likes of Miller, Eureka, Aberdeen, Watertown, Milbank, Sisseton, and Webster, that blizzard warning is until 7 p.m. Central Time Sunday evening. For southeastern South Dakota, Huron, Sioux Falls, Mitchell, down to Yankton and Vermilion and Brookings, that blizzard warning is until 1 a.m. Central Time Monday. That also includes Rock County in Minnesota, as well as Lyon and Sioux counties in northwestern Iowa. The rest of southwestern Minnesota and northwestern Iowa, so as you head toward Lake Okoboji and the latter, and then the Buffalo Ridge, Worthington points east on I-90 for the former, that blizzard warning is until 7 a.m. Central Time Monday. But the take-home message is pretty simple. It is going to stay messy for a while longer. The snow does gradually get out of here through the afternoon and evening and to the first part of your night, but the wind is going to be sticking around overnight. That's why we have those blizzard warnings in place overnight to the south and east, as we're going to have that windswept snow, poor visibility, and drifting as well. Now, the wind does gradually calm down as we head through Monday. We get some sunshine in place, but Monday is going to be a cold day. You will want to keep that in mind. Tuesday, we start to get a little bit of improvement on the thermometer, but we have one more round of moisture to watch. A couple of rain and snow showers not out of the question as we go into the second half of Tuesday into Tuesday night. After that, we do get a lot of improvement in more ways than one. For starters, we are going to warm up to a decent extent, and for second, we are going to stay at least pretty dry. But until we get to that point, though, yeah, we have that core of cold in place through Tuesday afternoon. But then watch the second half of the week as we warm up to a pretty decent extent. We're going to be talking about temperatures by the end of the week and into the weekend in the 60s, in the 70s. And I wouldn't even be surprised if out west there were a couple of 80s for high temperatures. So keep that in the back of your mind as you get through today. And today is going to be a classic example of why winter is never truly over in March in KELOLAND. Wind and snow with blizzard warnings for Sioux Falls, a 27-degree high today. Notice the sub-zero lows tonight and Monday night, a high of 14 on Monday. But by the end of the week, 60s and 70s with a good amount of sunshine. That's a similar setup at Aberdeen. Windy, snow, windswept snow, 15 for your high. Sub-zero lows tonight and Monday night with a high of 13 on Monday. But mid to upper 60s by Thursday and Friday, where you also get in on a good amount of sunshine. For Pierre, 21, windy with snow lingering through the afternoon, 22 on Monday, 70s by Thursday and Friday, mid-70s at that. So any snow that we get is really going to struggle to survive by the end of the week and then into the weekend. Rapid City, just like everybody else, windy with snow lingering through the afternoon, a high of 26, 31 on Monday. But take a look at the second half of that work and school week, 70s to near 80 with partly to mostly sunny skies. So just remember, there is better weather on the way, but we do need to get through this first. Stay safe, stay warm, and have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.